Good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. There are a lot of challenges in relationships, marriages, and families, and it is the responsibility of marriage counselors, relationship coaches, and family builders to help the society to build stronger relationships so that all the challenges, even if not all, most of the challenges will be addressed. You can understand with me that the society is suffering today because of failure of family values. Everybody out there, our leaders at all levels, are products of families. So even if we are failing as a nation, if there is corruption in our country, Nigeria, if there is poverty in our country, Nigeria, if there is insecurity in our country, it boils down to one thing, which is failure of values in our families. Our families have failed at that level because everybody out there is a product of the family. If our family challenges are fixed, our relationship challenges are fixed, and our marriages are made to be stronger, almost the larger challenges in the society out there will be addressed. It is my responsibility as a relationship coach. It is my responsibility as a marriage counselor. It is my responsibility as a family builder to teach people how to address these challenges at this level, hoping that in the nearest future, the product of families that are coming up today will make this greater change in our society. Because most at times, we ignore a lot of things at the relationship level, we ignore a lot of things at the marriage level, and we ignore a lot of things at the family level. These things build up and then becomes a very bigger monster out there in the society and in the nation at large. I am happy to be with you here today. I want to assure you of one thing. If you follow my teachings very well, you wouldn't even need a counselor. You wouldn't even need to go out there and search for things where you might even find wrong solutions. If you follow my teachings very well, I assure you that you have every solution, every strategy to apply in your relationship when things are beginning to go wrong, in your marriages when things are beginning not to shape the way you want it, and at the family level, because I am going to exhaustively discuss all of these issues and make sure the solutions are out there at your disposal. All you need to do is to subscribe. Click the subscription button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also share it to your loved ones. Share my videos to your loved ones. Click the like button. Share it to your loved ones and make sure these messages spread round, because most at times it is not because there are no solutions, but because the solutions are not accessible. These videos will be out there on YouTube, and all you need to do is just to go there, watch, click the subscription button, and all other videos you have access to them, so that at the end of the day, we all will benefit from a peaceful society, because each and every product of our families, we have good values that at the end of the day, the society will benefit from. I want to start at the relationship level. I want to start by giving you the list of red flags in relationships that people should never ignore before they get married. Most at times, people ignore all these red flags, and then later on in marriage, they begin to blame everything, every situation they are married, they begin to blame it on luck. Yes, I am not lucky. That is why my marriage is like that. Look at that other person. My friend is lucky. That is why his marriage is good. Me, I am not lucky. That is why my marriage is bad. Luck has nothing to play in this. It is your intentional efforts that will help you to achieve all the solutions you need. God has created us. He has created relationships and marriages, and also created solutions to them. So do not blame it on anybody. Do not even blame it on luck. So let us go. These are the list of red flags that every relationship must never ignore. Number one, lack of respect. They insult you, you take it. They talk down on you and belittle you, your opinions. Even when there are discussions, your opinions do not count. It means they do not respect you. They mock your values. They even go to the extent of mocking your family. They mock your faith, your dreams, your aspiration. They belittle everything around you. It's a big red flag. They do not respect you. Watch out and be careful. Number two, poor communication. They avoid serious conversation. Anytime you want to have a very serious conversation with them, they are avoiding it. They shut you down. Even when you make valid points, they begin to shut you down and make you look as if your opinion does not matter. Sometimes they even leave that conversation venue where you sit and you are discussing. They give one excuse, they leave. Or they begin to give you a silent treatment instead of speaking out and bringing their suggestions on the matter. They twist your words and never listens to you. It is a big red flag, poor communication. Number three, they have controlling behaviors. They want to control what you eat. They want to control how you talk. They want to control where you go. They want to even control what you wear. They check your phones. They check your passwords. You must, as a matter of fact, submit your password and everything about your phone to them. You understand? And all manner of control behaviors, they are very, very controlling. It is a big red flag and you must watch out. Number 4, jealousy and possessiveness. They always suspicious for no reason, always being suspicious. Any move you take, they are suspicious about it. They accuse you. You understand? They accuse you and isolate you from friends and family. Every time you want to visit your family, every time you want to visit your friends or family members or stuff like that, they must find a reason to restrict you from visiting your families. You must be very, very careful of such people. It is a very big red flag. Anger and temper issues. Anytime any discussion is going on, they easily explode. They easily begin to vent out and begin to call you names. They begin to shout at you. They begin to threaten you. They begin to break things in the house, intimidate you, and all manner of violence. If that person cannot manage his or her anger or temper issues, it's a very big red flag. Dishonesty and lies. They are not honest. They lie a lot. Anything they tell you and you go behind them and find out, you discover they are not honest. You discover they have lied. They tell you stories that do not match what is actually on ground. Be very careful. They are very big red flags. Number 7, lack of commitment. Anytime you bring up discussions about your relationship, what is the future of our relationship, they begin to avoid those talks. They keep relationship vague, or they keep it secretive. They don't even want outside people to know. They will tell you, no, I don't want anybody to be aware of us now. And very big red flag. You must be aware of those kind of people. Number 8, disrespect for boundaries. They pressure you sexually. They pressure you emotionally. They don't want you to say no. Once they need something from you, they must get it. Once they need something from you, they must get it. No boundaries. Sex and all other forms of, relationship that are not even supposed to be so, they pressure you into going into them. Very big red flag. Number 9, no responsibility or accountability. Anytime they do something wrong, they don't apologize and they don't take responsibilities for their actions. Most of the times, even in your offices, you meet colleagues that will never ever take responsibilities of their actions. It's because of the poor family values they had while they were growing up. Everything is always someone else's fault. They are always blaming you, blaming their friends, blaming their parents, blaming everybody around them except them. Very big red flag. Then number 10, financial irresponsibility. Anytime you are with your partner, watch how careless or careful he is with finances. You will understand that is also a red flag. They hide debts, they borrow money without paying back, and whenever those that they borrowed from approaches them, they begin to insult them. You must be very careful with those kind of people. Addictions and harmful habits. Alcohol addictions. Be Very observant how those people are around alcohol, how they handle drugs. Some of them are drug addicts. Some of them gamble a lot. Pornography is their is in their system. They cannot do without pornography, and some uncontrolled behaviors. They refuse to seek help, even if you want to help them. If you want to talk to them about it, they will always tell you why they are right in carrying out those kind of habits. You must be very, very careful around those people. It is a big red flag. Emotional manipulation. You know, they make you feel guilty of everything. They always make you the victim of every situation. Anytime anything happens, they are always guilt tripping you and making you feel bad about that situation. They always make you feel you are the cause of it. They make you feel bad about mistakes that have occurred between both of you. They always play the victim. They always play the victim. Everybody has done wrong to them. Very big red flag. Then there are inconsistency. Their inconsistency is another red flag. Number 13, inconsistency. They are neither hot nor cold. They are here tomorrow, they are there today. They are there today, there tomorrow. They promise you and they never keep to their promises. Watch out. It is also red flag. Number 14, violence or threats. Any form of physical abuse. Anytime they start any discussion and the discussion is not going the way they want, they can easily slap you, shout at you, threaten you, begin to threaten you, and they pose serious danger in that relationship. You feel unsafe even in when you are with them. Very, very big red flag. Number 15, lack of empathy. They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about your pains. They don't care anything that happens to you. Your emotion means nothing to them. It doesn't mean anything. Even if you tell them, they don't feel sorry about anything that happens to you. Very, very big red flag. Disrespect to others. When you are in a relationship, watch how your partner treats others. How they treat their house help, how they treat their gardeners, how they treat their cleaners, how they treat their maids, their domestic staff, how they treat even people in the public. People in the restaurant, the waiters, the waitresses. Watch how they treat them. Remember, all these red flags are in both ways. It can be from the lady's part or on the guy's part. You must watch out for them, how they treat others. Be very careful. That is another very big red flag. Then, different core values. Completely different views on your faith. Even if you bring your faith, they are different. If you bring any discussion on how do you want us to raise your children, anything good, anything valuable, money, life direction, conflict resolution, they are always different. They have different views about that. Those kind of people, begin to check them. It is a very big red flag. Then constant drama and chaos. Every week, every day, you begin to crisis among yourselves. Every day, every week, every month, there must be one issue or the other. There must be one issue. The relationship is emotionally exhausting. You are tired and all that. Be careful. It's a very big red flag. Number 19, refuses to grow or change. When your partner does something, you try to correct, and they reject your correction, and they feel they're always the best. They feel whatever they say stands, and you cannot correct them. Be very careful. They are comfortable in their very bad behavior. They don't want you to even talk anything concerning that. Be very careful. Very big red flag. Number 20, which is the last one. You feel unsafe, anxious, and draining around them. Look, any relationship you are in, you go visit your partner, you go there, and there is this spirit of unsafety within you. You begin to feel unsafe, you begin to feel, you are not, you begin to feel unease, uncomfortable anytime you're around that person. Your spirit is telling you something. You need to be very, very, very careful. So, always make sure you put all these red flags into consideration as you go into any relationship. Always watch all this. Don't just ignore them, because most of the times people ignore all these things, and when they get into marriage, remember, when somebody begins to exhibit all these things when you marry them, when you are in a relationship or you are dating them, don't think when you marry them they will change. It will even grow worse. It will even amplify. So be very, very careful. If you have watched this video at this stage, click the subscription button, like this video, share it to your loved ones, especially those who are planning to get married. These are given a lot of them, about 20 of them. These are some of the things most people ignore around their partners, get into marriage, and begin to regret why they got married in the first place. So you must be careful. You must make sure you put them at the back of your mind and be vigilant anytime you are with your partner. I'll see you another time with more of relationship, family, and marriage life issues.